position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Oregon Ducks, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Ducks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. It's Henderson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass, it's Knight. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season. And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
He'll keep it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Quarterback empties his backfield. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They're working that left side. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And I like having matchups outside like this. Guys that I know will win right away. 3rd down, find my guy, get him the rock. He gets the first down.
The Tigers are on the move. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Turning it on. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Here's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the rock.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes. And it's just a physical mindset of Auburn. And they're always that team that wants to run the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw. It's Knight. Finds us back in the middle. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
How hard is that as a linebacker when you're trying to cover a running back on that angle route who runs routes like that, right? He thought he was going to the flat. He was barreling towards the sideline trying to knock that ball away, and all of a sudden he gets crossed up, and that's just too easy giving up that first down.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Holds and fires complete to the right. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire, and those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Let's go. On the snap, it's Clark. Keeps it. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the entire field and you put 6 up on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. An 84-yard drive there, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Past the sticks, and he may get more. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And the Ducks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. The toss to the right. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds.
You know, these little 1 to 2, 3-yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match, and those gains become 10, 12, 15-yarders as the game goes on, and they wear this defense down.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. To the air, it's Knight. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
He wants to change this route. Quarterback will keep it. Past the first down marker and still running. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Handoff to the fullback. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And the fullback breaks off a nice gainer there. No such thing as just 3 yards in a cloud of dust with this guy. He can make people miss and get you a play.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go to the ground. There he goes! The 10! Touchdown, Auburn! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Looking to the big tight end. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Looking to throw on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
Yeah, and that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Green. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made it down.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one, and you're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that fourth down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew where his guy was going to be and when. Stuck it right on him, and they keep the drive alive.
Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ducks!
And that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. West Virginia managed to eke out the victory in a tighter-than-expected one. And they'll savor this one in Morgantown for some time, no matter the final score. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are.
Touchdown, Auburn! Special teams proving to be special. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. Drive will open from the 15. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Good game
much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The give to the left. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Clark. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Clark. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. He got it. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. With the catch, it's York. Nice pickup, gets it to the 20. They move the sticks, and they can still stop the clock. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time he's got his man. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Looking to throw on first down. Going to take a shot at this DB. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He'll take another shot here. Finds a man on the left. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. Soft spot in the middle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. They'll go to the air. Fires into the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there. They couldn't make the connection.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side of the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Got out of trouble and throws. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end. You're expecting them to punt.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
He'll take a shot. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Knight. Here comes the Heat. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. After that flag, they spot the ball inside the 20. It's 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Clark. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll do it himself. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative.
Touchdown, Tiger! And the pummeling has started.
And this offense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to seeing. Last week, more of a blip, right? 0-1 to start the season. Kind of had some bad vibes, some bad mojo. Bounced right back, putting up a ton of points. And this one is all but over. 1-1 is here for this team.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Ducks line up to punt it away.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Quarterback making checks. The give to the tailback. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Inside the 40. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And the Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Direct snap. It's Clark. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing. He's got it on the right.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
He's going for it all. It's complete. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oregon.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000. But I like that they continue to fight.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Henderson. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step too here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Let's go. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Good timing on the quick out. Turning it on. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. And some room to work. He breaks a tackle. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Man, he's done everything for this offense today, running the football, so much so that he's now got 98 yards rushing. We're in the fourth quarter. One more carry, and this guy could eclipse the 100-yard mark.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give and tick, 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 tick. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Might be changing the route. On third down, he drops to throw. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Here's the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. This defense will try to keep everything in front. They want to run it left here. Crosses the 40. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Ducks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Ducks can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Tight end finds a soft spot. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He tries to take the top off. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart, because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays, because they are definitely playing the deep end.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football.
He'll try to take it back. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance at coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The offense changing the play. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Creates a little space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
This is a high-stakes collision, a game late in the year featuring two teams ranked in the top 25, each looking to make a move up and strengthen their playoff case. Welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and LSU's Death Valley, home of the Bayou Bengals. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a playoff team from last year, the LSU Tigers. Green Day Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Bulldogs will kick this away to get us going here. He's got it inside the 15. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there.
On the ready. 29 Philly.
He'll hand it off. That game moves the ball out near the 25. teams settling and looking to set the tone here, Kirk, in a game where there's a lot at stake for both teams coming in.
Yeah, both these teams realize this is a key game in the grand scheme of things. Late in the year like this, a winner may be able to look back at this as a game being the reason they finish strong and make a big push to those bowl games around New Year's.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Toss play. Back heads to his right. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
To throw, it's Saying. The short completion of the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
They look to throw it here on second down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. Both these teams told us they're eager to prove a point. Here we are mid-season. They both earned their spot in the rankings, but we expect a tight competitive battle today.
Well, that's the beauty of these top 25 matchups in the middle of the year. A little bit of a better handle on who these teams are. Love the fact that we get these two teams on the field. May the better team win, and hopefully it's a close one all the way to the end.
Try and muscle for the first down. They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a first down.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to third down. They load up the line of... But they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Trying to find some room. It's Sanders. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Offense getting set. It's second down.
325.
To the air. It's Saying. He's running out of time here. Caught. He's wide open. Look out. They finally stop him, and not before he gets to the 16-yard line.
And Chris, we're just getting settled into this game, and already big plays.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Handoff here from the shotgun. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. Running out of time in the pocket. Pass block. Can he get in? The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. The offense knocking on the door here with a 1st and goal. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Strong defensive effort. They've got him behind the line. He'll lose 5 yards.
Boy, shout out to this defense. What a play. Great job of getting penetration. Hey, they're backed up near their goal line. Does not prevent them from sniffing out that trickery of the jet sweep. Good job of picking that one up.
Back to throw. It's Sayin. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
Well, that completion gets them a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with 3rd down coming up.
Find the end zone in this opening drive. It's 3rd and goal. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. 3rd and goal. Will try to run it in. And the defense brings him down.
Here we go, Chris. Early in the game, opening drive. This is a big decision and really an opportunity to send a message for this offense. Do you go for this close to the goal line and make that statement, or do you settle for 3?
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, LSU!
I love the risky take here by this offensive coordinator and head coach. Deciding to go for it on 4th and goal, and it pays off. Nice touchdown to get things going.
And now the try here for the extra point. It's blocked. After the blocked PAT, the special teams coach hoping for better execution here on the kickoff. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. An extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. Always looking to throw. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. He breaks free. That's a solid gain out of the wildcat, but not enough for the first down. They come to the line in the wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. The pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete. The trickery fails there. And now it's 3rd down coming up. And it's a wildcat look here as they try to convert on 3rd down. And it's a direct snap. Defense makes the tackle, but that wildcat look does produce a first down.
Chris, that's a big first down, and what we could almost refer to as a drive that you're looking for an answer. Anytime your opponent drives the length of the field to open the game and puts a touchdown up on the board, it's important for the offense to counter that. And right now, they're off to a very good start on their own drive.
And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Looking to throw here. And the pass is complete to the tight end. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. That's a design quarterback keeper.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
Georgia now operating in the red zone. Send the back in motion. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Screen to the wide receiver. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
And put a star next to that play. It's like the linebacker knew the ball was going to be going to this receiver, so it's the instincts and then it's the awareness and the athletic ability to be able to bring down the wide receiver for a loss like that.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Gets the ball as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
When a defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback, 3rd down, critical down and distance, do a good job of dialing things up, and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
They're going to go for it, try to keep the drive going. 4th down and 7. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Complete with the running back. But can he get there? And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Well, it's always a gamble to go for it on 4th down when you're already in field goal range, but it looks like they won't rehash this decision when it's all said and done. That's a first down.
They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. Headed for the end zone. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Georgia. Well, they slowed the game down with a long, grinding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, it puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense, and man, did they make that look easy.
From inside, the returner lost the ball. Oh, and it's recovered by the kicking team. A special teams turnover. Ouch.
Another example of taking care of the football and how big of a deal this is. Usually it's running backs in practice that are working overtime on ball security. But after this, next week, this returner might be in those drills too. Can't be trusted to return it when you can't hold on to the football.
And he's going to get swarmed. The defense all over that Wildcat look. Didn't work at all.
The defense there showed incredible discipline on the backside contained, and that reverse wasn't going anywhere. Just textbook.
And it's a direct snap. This play is blown up. The defense all over him. The Wildcat look backfires that time.
Yeah, Chris, not an ideal play here when you throw the football and you go the wrong direction. I think we got to look at the playbook here to see how we can try to make those yards up.
The offense was given a short field. Now can the defense come up with a huge stop here on third down? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looking downfield near the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring.
So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll tackle him at the 27.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking for some space. It's Sanders. Breaks loose at the 40. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Chris, it feels good to see an LSU team be able to run the football when you know they're going to run. I mean, they've been doing that forever. Going all the way back to Jacob Hester and Kevin Falk. His ability to run the ball and catch out of the backfield. Leonard Fournette. And, of course, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on that great 2019 team. And now, LSU stable of backs again on this roster, too.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. He makes the catch. Touchdown, LSU.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So they'll try to add the lead now with a PAT. The extra point makes the lead 6. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Final 3 minutes of the half. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. That's caught. It's Jefferson.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. Important second down play coming up. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. The receiver. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
By the receiver. Tackle is made at the 4-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
A new set of downs after that completion. Looking to throw it on first down. Running back grabs it on the screen. They'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Looking to throw it again. Taking a deep shot here to the right. It's caught inside the red zone. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Bulldogs. No chance to catch him there.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he fields it inside the 15. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Looking for a gap. It's Sanders. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Getting set. Here's second down. To throw, it's Sayin. He escapes the pocket. On the run here, lets it go. Caught over the middle. It's Sanders. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Solid gain on the play there, wiped out by the penalty flag. Now it's second down here. They'll try the ground game here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. The punt team making their way on the field.
Number 90 on to take it away.
And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. Taking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Direct snap. Bringing pressure. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The passing game very hard to stop in the first half. Let's see if they can begin to feature the run game here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking deep to the right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Dogs.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Running back has it on a screen now. And bring him down, but the back able to pick up some decent yardage in that screen.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
That completion makes it second and short. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. And tackled after a small pickup there.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
He stopped, but he gets a first down.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
That gain makes it second and medium. Grab behind the line, it's Hunter. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun now on third down. It's an outbound, the catch made. That play will move the sticks, set him up first down at the 42.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Here comes a handoff. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so second and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on first and 10.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Scanning the field. It's Sayin. Fires it to the wideout. That one is incomplete. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds.
You know, if I'm the offensive coordinator, I would keep looking to throw the ball downfield. These receivers are too talented, and this quarterback has an ability to get into a rhythm, and eventually you're going to hit some big plays.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Let's fly to the wideout. Takes the catch downfield. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage. Because right now,
That's a sack. They've got him. The two-point conversion doesn't work, so they still trail. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. This offense scores the defense with a lightning strike. A one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. Off the play fake on first down. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They bring him down after a short gain there.
this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
On the ground, it's Wilcox. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this could really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion, and it's a direct snap. Refuses to go down. They get him down, but not before an explosive run play on this Wildcat look. It's a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Direct snap. As the first down is still going. They bring him down, but the Wildcat look produces an explosive run to get a first down. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Grab behind the line. It's Wilcox. He's brought down after a short gain that's not going to be first down yardage. Here's the second down play. Quarterback looking to make a play through the air. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Looking to convert on 3rd down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. And it's a direct snap. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play. The Dogs will come to the line on 4th down, looking to convert. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Finds his receiver. That's